Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and unpack a master blueprint for personal finance. Today, we're totally bypassing the basic 101 advice to explore an expert's guide to thrift. We're focusing on high level systems that will completely transform your financial landscape. This is about moving way beyond just mere survival and stepping into deep, intentional control over your resources. So, here's the $1 million question. How do we actually save more money without feeling, well, poor? It's kind of a massive psychological contradiction, right? Most people instantly associate saving with sheer deprivation. You know, the stereotype of eating instant ramen in the dark and never having fun again. But true thrift, it's about building real wealth without sacrificing your actual quality of life. It requires reframing thrift not as some sort of punishment, but as a highly calculated mechanism for buying your future freedom. To master this, we're looking at 4 core pillars: smart budgeting strategies, reducing your spending, avoiding common mistakes, and finally, saving and investing. Let's get right into it. First up, Section 1, the psychology of saving. To make this whole philosophy truly actionable, you really need to implement exactly 10 systemic strategies. Seriously, 10 is the magic number here to cover all your essential bases, like housing, food, transport, and entertainment, without becoming completely overwhelmed by micromanaging every single penny. Consider high leverage tactics, okay? Use the 24-hour rule for online shopping carts to instantly kill those impulse buys. Automate your grocery list so you totally bypass the psychological traps of the snack aisle. And dedicate just one afternoon a year, just one, to aggressively negotiate your insurance and internet bills. It's all about building reliable, automated systems that do the heavy lifting for you. Moving right along, let's look at smart budgeting strategies. Now look at this stark contrast between two totally different financial lifestyles. On one hand, you've got intentional budgeting, which puts you firmly in the driver's seat. You dictate exactly what percentage of your income goes toward your needs, your wants, and your future investments. It's a highly active posture. On the flip side, you have this passive, exhausting drain: the forgotten digital subscriptions, the daily convenience fees, and those phantom costs that just slowly bleed your accounts dry without you even noticing. Mastering thrift simply means shifting your daily habits away from that passive drain and stepping into absolute intentional control. Okay, next section, avoiding common money mistakes. You know, you could be budgeting absolutely perfectly, but one invisible mistake will silently wipe out all your hard-earned progress. One of the absolute biggest traps out there is lifestyle creep, that really dangerous phenomenon where your expenses magically rise to match a new higher income. You get a raise, and suddenly your perfectly fine car just isn't good enough anymore, right? Another massive trap is ignoring high-interest debt while trying to simultaneously invest. I mean, mathematically, you simply cannot outinvest a 25% credit card interest rate. No way. Dodging these silent killers early on is absolutely non-negotiable for your long-term success. All right, let's shift gears to our next section, beginner saving and investing. Because let's be real, just sitting on cash is a guaranteed loss of buying power thanks to inflation. We have to put that money to work. Step 1 is totally defensive, following beginner-friendly saving guidance to set up a high-yield savings account and build a bulletproof emergency fund of 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Once that crucial safety net is built, step 2 is going on the offensive. This involves utilizing beginner-friendly investing guidance like maximizing tax-advantaged retirement accounts and exploring low-cost broad market index funds. This is how you capture the long-term compounding growth of the entire global economy. Now, we absolutely have to talk about the reality of risk. As the quote says, investing involves risk. Examples are for educational purposes only, no guaranteed returns. Values go down just as often as they go up. There are absolutely no magic pills in the financial markets, and having a deep, sober awareness of this inherent uncertainty is exactly what separates a disciplined long-term investor from someone who is just blindly gambling with their future. Ultimately, this blueprint is a real game changer. It gives you the power to completely rewrite your financial trajectory. By shifting your psychology, automating those smart daily habits, aggressively dodging pitfalls like lifestyle creep, and systematically moving from saving to careful, risk-aware investing, you take your power back. Thrift isn't about being cheap. It's about being incredibly efficient with your resources to design the exact life you want. So I have to ask, are you ready to master your money? The complete framework is right here, but the execution of these concepts, well, that's entirely up to you. Will you let another month slip by wondering where all your capital went? Or will you start giving your dollars a deliberate purpose today? If this expert guide helped clarify your path, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this explainer so you never miss out on our deep dives. Until next time, stay focused and keep learning.